Hi, everyone. Welcome to Smoothie with Sharan and a smoothie cheers to all of you. This glass was kept next to me for like 10 minutes and it was so hard for me to stop. Still, I managed to drink this much because I wanted to keep some when I was meeting you all. So, cheers to you all. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Reena Rupani. I'm part of the Sharan Mumbai team. Let me please introduce you to Sharan. Sharan stands for Sanctuary to Health and Reconnection to Animals and Nature. It's an acronym. And it started by Dr. Nandita Shah, who does not prescribe any medicines. She only prescribes food as medicine. And one thing she really, really tells all of us to do is have a green smoothie every day. And that's how we started Smoothie with Sharan. We do not have coffee like Karan. We have smoothies at Sharan. And after I started having smoothies, my acidity literally disappeared. I lost 17 kilos of weight in 8 months. I have a 19-year-old daughter. We share our clothes. She hates it, and I absolutely love it. And my parents' diabetes and blood pressure medicine stopped, and my husband's cholesterol medicines have stopped. So this is just our little story. But what is very, very important is our special guest today. So Smoothie with Sharan is an initiative to bring forth real heroes in life. A real hero is somebody who goes and does things which normally all of us don't do. And that's why we want to celebrate them. We want to bring them forth in front. And so that all of us can gather some courage and can gather some inspiration and feel that if she can do it or if he can do it, so can I. So today I'm very, very happy to have a very, very sweet and very, very special guest. She's very sweet from outside, but you have no idea how strong she is within. So please allow me to introduce to you today's guest, Nisha Koiri. Hi, Nisha.
Hi everyone. Hello.
Hi. So Nisha, shall we do a smoothie cheer?
Yes, my smoothie glass is ready.
Smoothie glass is ready. Wonderful. Wow, that's a nice big one. Huh? I usually have two of these during in the morning, but that's lovely. Okay. So I remember, Nisha, we met first time at the Onam celebration that we had at the Sharan office.
Right,
And
right.
I remember you looking so beautiful in your sari. I had no idea about your story. And we all had that amazing meal. And then, you stood up and you spoke about your story. And I still remember having goosebumps listening to it. And it was like it gave me so much strength. So I'm so, so happy to have this conversation in Smoothie with Sharan with you.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you for calling me.
yeah, I remember you clearly saying that the doctor gave you only 45 days to live. And that was a year ago before we met, I remember. And you were like fit, fine, healthy, happy, eating everything, looking so good, looking so vibrant. So let's get back to how did this all start? Like, how did you come to know that you had cancer?
There was this lump in the breast from years. I
Mm-hmm.
think so now it must be 10, 12 years, I think so. So 5 years back, May 2016 to be precise, the lump I felt had grown in size. So on my own, I went for a mammography. So in the mammogram, the report came Birad's 5, that is, it's malignant, they say. But they said, go and meet your gynac. The gynac sent me to a surgeon. The surgeon sent me for biopsy. While the biopsy procedure was on, the radiologists were looking very scared and very serious. So I could make out because the biopsy I had done it once earlier also, and the report had come negative. So this time, seeing their expressions, I was pretty sure it's going to come malignant. So, but I had a gym instructor, aerobics instructor basically, and I had seen her gain a lot of weight after chemo. So I, like every layman person, I knew, okay, cancer diagnosis is surgery, chemo, radiation. That's what I also knew. I had no clue at all, anything about natural healing or medicine, nothing. So then I thought, but I didn't want to gain weight. So it was a very naive kind of a feeling. And I just put up on the internet, do I need chemotherapy to heal from cancer?
Sorry, Nisha,
Immediately,
how old were you that time?
um, I was, I'm 48 now. So 5 years back, 43. Yeah.
43. And but okay, before you go on with how you started with, when you first found out, like what were your feelings?
Yes, I was scared. I was scared because I didn't know anything that time. But somehow I thought, let me just see if there's any other way out. So
Mhm.
as I said, I didn't want to gain weight. So even before the biopsy report came in my hand, I went for the biopsy and I came home and said, let me just start seeing, do I need chemotherapy to heal from cancer? So that was my query I put up on the internet. Immediately I was directed to a website called Chris Beat Cancer. I'm sure Sharan, everybody knows about Chris.
Yes.
So his 11-minute video for me, I feel, is a lifesaver. And there I learned about whole food. I mean, I learned about food being medicine.
Mhm.
So, and on his website, there was 20 questions for oncologists, which gave me a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. And I felt, okay, if Chris can do it, I can do it too. So
How
I
wonderful. How wonderful. So it was just this naive thing of losing weight, which
gaining
was,
weight. I didn't want
sorry,
to
no,
gain
gaining weight.
weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gaining weight. Yeah. So you never know how things inspire others.
True.
Wonderful. So then did you ask those questions from your oncologist?
I didn't even go to an oncologist. It was a
Uh-huh.
surgeon who had sent me for biopsy. So I took the printout and I went to him,
Hmm.
and hidingly, I asked all the questions. And honestly, he was trying to frighten me, and I was very ready to be fully scared. I knew मुझे डराएंगे और मैं डरूंगी. I knew that.
Why do
But
you feel that? Why did you feel that he's going to scare
cancer
you?
diagnosis is a very scary word. So I knew I was scared and I went to him. But there I feel a miracle happened because he was really trying to frighten me. And I really don't blame the doctors because they themselves feel that cancer is very scary. It becomes like a death sentence. So he was saying immediately, I mean, next day I have to do a full mastectomy, I have to do the surgery and then chemo, the radiation. I said, do I have time? I want to wait. He said, no. I said, I want 6 months. He said, no. I said, 3 months. No. I said, 1.5 months. No. Then 1 month, 15 days. I said, I'm not going to die. He's saying, no, it's not the question of you dying. It's the question of cancer spreading. But then when I realized, as I say in Hindi, वो मुझे बहुत डरा रहे थे with big eyes, but I was laughing from inside.
Mhm.
Somehow, Chris's story, Chris's answers, I got the idea they have absolutely no clue that food can be, nutrition can heal, food can be medicine. They've not been taught about it, so I don't blame them. But I was not scared.
So
So
basically, awareness brought that strength in you.
yes, knowledge, knowledge,
Yeah, that's
knowledge.
got so much power, right? And
Power,
I'm so
right?
glad all the people who are attending today are kind of going to gain some knowledge today because it's really knowledge that's empowering. So hats off to you. But then, how old were your kids that time?
My son was 14, my daughter was 9.
And you were still not scared?
I wanted to live. See, I am very clear. When I realized the success rate of chemotherapy is 3%, I am very much in love with myself. So
Right.
there was no way I'm going to go in for the conventional treatment at all.
That,
As they say, wild horses wouldn't drag me there. So I was very clear that I'm going to go for anything natural.
okay.
Yes, then I realized food has to be the medicine. So I was looking out, and I think so in the very same month, I met Sharan, and I had gone for a healing festival at in Mumbai, Mount Mary's.
Mhm.
That's how I connected, and I sent a mail, and Dr. Nandita herself replied. So the journey began.
Wow, that's wonderful. But tell me, how was your husband's reaction to this? Like, there you have a doc. Did he come with you for the doctor's visit?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my
Very well.
God.
Yeah.
So he actually heard it from the horse's mouth.
Hmm.
And obviously he hadn't read all that you had read.
No, no.
So that knowledge was not there with him. So what was his reaction? How did you kind of convince him? Like because the doctor, I'm sure, scared him as well.
No, actually, my husband is a strong person. He
Mhm.
just gave me one sentence that no one in this world can predict anyone's death. Nobody can predict that because
True.
we don't know what will happen, accidents and what not. So when we don't know about death, why should we focus on that? What we know is about life. We are living. So let
Mm.
us focus on how we want to live, not
Wow.
how we want to die.
Wow.
So he was 100% supportive. I mean, I am truly, truly blessed. My entire family was very supportive. My mother, my sister, my in laws, my co-sister, my everybody, all my family, my kids, nobody panicked. They said, you are the best person for yourself. Do what you want to do. And
But
luckily, they all
Nisha,
followed me.
Nisha, why do you think they were so supportive? Usually, when you, I mean, was it that you've been always a very strong woman, or why do you think they were so supportive? Because it's like going against the tide. That's what you decided to do. And how did they become so supportive? I'm just trying to find out that was it something about you that that kind of made them feel that, she knows what she's doing.
I really don't know why they were supportive, because maybe I kept sharing things with them. There is this Truth About Cancer series which I shared with my sister and, co-sister, everybody. My husband sat and we both watched together. That gave us more confidence
So again,
and
knowledge came best, right?
knowledge,
Knowledge and awareness.
100%. Right.
Okay,
So
wonderful.
then there's no fear left. When you are knowledgeable about something, then nothing can scare you
Absolutely.
somehow. Yeah, that kind of automatically gives you the courage.
Correct.
You
Correct.
get the intuition you're on the right path.
Wow. All right. So tell me, how did you start then? Okay. So did you go back to your doctor after that?
I have not met him as yet. No,
After that?
I didn't meet any conventional doctor after that day. After I
Okay.
have exited
After
his
that.
cabin, I have
Okay.
not met any conventional doctor.
So how did the
So,
journey begin?
see, I knew that I had to. Chris, as I said in his videos and his testimonials, he went raw for the first 3 months. So yes, I knew that I had to eat raw. Now I'll just tell you a little bit about my background. I'm a Bengali, so
Mm-hmm.
my diet was primarily non-vegetarian and high on milk and milk products.
Mm-hmm.
And I had also done this Goljum University physical trainers course,
Mm-hmm.
where we were taught that we have to have a lot of animal protein because it's good for health. And I used to do a lot of weight training. So yes, I used to have a lot of animal protein 3 times a day. And for me, the thought that I have to eat a carrot or a beetroot for lunch was something I could not understand how I'm going to do. So I was desperate to find a nutritionist that how I'm going to eat, what am I going to eat. So my first thing which I did when I came to know, okay, this is the diagnosis and I know I have to do this, I was looking for a nutritionist. So I wrote to all my friends and whoever I knew, my relatives, everybody, that guide me and help me find a good nutritionist. And before I found a nutritionist, I found a naturopath in my own city. He said, fine, I can give you natural medicine, but don't expect that to work miracles. You have to radically change your diet. Stop non-veg, stop milk and milk products, processed food, drink carrot juice and all that. But I knew I wanted more. So then I found, as I said, I went to this healing festival. I went for some other purpose and I found Sharan and learned about whole food plant based. So I started my diet from then happily. Luckily, my cook also, she's a very, very sweet lady. She supported me. She went that time, Sharan had this Hindi cooking classes for the cooks. So she happily went there, attended all the classes, and she cooks herself whole food plant based, not only for me, for her own family, extended family.
Wonderful. Wow.
So
Yeah.
that's how the diet part started.
So
So
basically the first 3 months you were raw, kind of. Did you start with
no, I
raw?
didn't go fully raw for first 3. I went raw only for 27 days.
Okay.
After that, I gradually added cooked vegetable, and then I added the pulses. Grains I added after a while,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how slowly I went back to cooked food.
Cooked food. Okay.
So
So tell me when uh basically you just had a lump and you had no pain or anything like that. You just went and got yourself checked. So after you stopped all those, you know, went plant-based and stopped the animal products and the dairy and everything and went raw and then gradually, did you feel a change in yourself?
I felt wonderful. I felt full of energy, full of happiness, and I felt I was as if I was on a mission.
In spite of knowing that there is this cancer inside.
Yes, because see, once I started reading more and I understood that the cancer is not a disease, it's the body's survival mechanism. It's a
Mm-hmm.
fantastic book also by Andrew Moritz. It's a
Yes.
very, very good enlightening book. So the cancer lump was there to heal me, so that it actually sealed in whatever the toxins or whatever the acid levels were there. And what we go pricking, we do the biopsy, and then we, surgery and all that. So for me, I knew the cancer cells are there. They are my saviors. They are not there to harm me. They have in fact saved my life,
Mhm.
because if it wouldn't be there, it would have spread all over, and within few hours, as they say, multi-organ failure, person could
Right.
have gone. So I knew that's not the real problem. My terrain has to clean. I have to become healthier.
Mhm.
So that's how it all started.
Right.
And
So you read a lot. So why do
I
you
read a lot.
think, in layman terms, can you tell people why did you get cancer in the first place?
See, what I feel, it was my diet. It was primarily because my diet was high on non-veg, very high on non-veg.
Mhm.
And for me, why? I don't know. For me, I feel it's a blessing. I never think of it as any other way. For me, it is really, really a blessing. If I wouldn't have got cancer, I would have continued this journey of, not only killing the animals, I used to be eating them too.
Right.
So for me, I'm very grateful that I got this diagnosis. My entire life changed. My co-sister, she keeps thanking God that thank God you got cancer.
Wow,
Her life became
beautiful,
better.
beautiful way to look at it. How wonderful. But okay, so you went on, you changed your diet, you saw the difference, and then after how long did you come to know that okay, the lump has disappeared? I mean, you're kind of cancer free.
See, for me, the lump is still there. It has reduced in size, but it has
Okay.
calcified. That is no longer malignant. It's become like a stone.
Okay.
I
So you can
after
still feel it? You can still feel it?
yes, it's
Okay.
there.
All right.
It's
Okay.
become like a stone.
Stone.
So
Okay.
I wanted to learn more, so I learned about naturopathy and yogic sciences. I
Mm-hmm.
became a naturopath after that,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to study more. So I used to, for the testing, I used to do ultrasounds. I
Mm-hmm.
had once done a thermogram, which is a non-invasive test,
Mm-hmm.
and ultrasounds are okay. I mean, it's not so invasive. So I used to do that. So there, the radiologist there, she was initially, because I went with no reports, none of my previous reports, and I told her that this is a lump which is there and I just want to check it. So
Mm-hmm.
she said fine. She checked it, she did the ultrasound, and she said it's looking suspicious, I want to do a biopsy. I
Okay.
said fine, because I didn't take any reports. I said
This
fine, it's okay.
after how long? Like
This
after
was, I think so, after 3 months.
after 3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
Of changing the diet, you mean?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So then she said, it's looking suspicious. I want to do a biopsy. So I said, that's okay. I am fine. I'm doing something. I'm following a diet and all that. I'm okay. It's okay. Let it be. So she was little surprised. Fine. Then
Mhm.
after, I think so, again, more 3 months, I went back to her. She said, no, something is wrong. The lump has grown in size.
Oh, okay.
So then I said, it's still fine. I know what I'm doing, and it's okay. I'm on naturopathy medicine. She's saying, no, but I want to do a biopsy right now because
Okay.
it's not looking good to me at all. She
Okay.
didn't know my history, so that's
Right.
fine. She was worried. But then after again 3 months, I think so, I went back to her. She said, please tell me what you're doing because the lump has reduced by half.
Oh, wow. So that's about
So
9 months later.
yes.
Okay.
Then she
All
made
right.
me sit in a cabin and she said, what are you doing? I said, see, then I told her the whole story. Honestly, I
Mhm.
told her, see, this is what the diagnosis was, and this is what she said. No wonder I knew something is wrong, but no matter what I'm telling you, you're not scared. And
But Nisha, when she told you that your lump has grown, didn't you for a minute, think maybe I'm not doing something right? I mean, the lump has grown after 6 months.
I don't really, I still remember I was fine. I
Yeah.
was all smiling and I was okay because she was very worried. And when it was like me consoling her, it's okay. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not nothing to get worried because actually I had seen all the square one programs of Chris beat cancer, and testing is one of his chapters which he speaks a lot about. So it can grow, it can reduce, it can grow. So that's a
Okay.
normal
So
thing
you
which
were
happens.
aware. Right.
Yes, I was
Right.
aware.
Right.
So I knew there was nothing really to panic. It is
Mm.
something which can happen during the healing journey because it's still collecting the toxins from the whole body. So
Correct.
it was fine.
All
So
right.
I was, as I said, I was kind of consoling her. But after that time, she was very supportive, very,
Oh,
very supportive. In spite of being on the allopathic side, she was very supportive, and
one.
she kept, writing. She because in the earlier ones, she always used to write recommended
Absolutely.
biopsy. But
Right.
after that, she stopped writing. She used to give me the figures, I mean the size, and then she was the one who told me the calcification has begun and the lump has calcified and all that.
Okay.
So very
When
supportive.
was the last time you met her now?
Uh, December 2018.
Okay. So 2 years down and
Yes.
yeah.
See,
Yeah.
after that, I learned more about nature cure. So
Mhm.
there we speak about don't check your body, check your habits. So
Right.
that kind of liberated me even more. I'm
Oh,
so happy that I don't have to go for any kind of test at all.
no,
The
I
world's best healer for me. And I declare myself completely healed, completely healthy, and no more kind of testing for me. I'm
how
done.
how wonderful. But tell me, Nisha, what were you doing earlier? Like, were you following any career or were you working somewhere? What were you
Yes, I am working. I worked
earlier before you got your cancer?
the cancer. I never own the cancer. It's
Before you
always the
got the
cancer.
cancer. Sorry, not your cancer, the cancer. Bye bye. Yeah.
Yeah. So I work. I am working full time. I work in marketing. So we
Okay.
manufacture motors, and I am take care of marketing.
Okay. So
So
that shifted from marketing to naturopath. I mean,
I
so
still do that. No,
okay, that's
naturopathy
kind
is
of
my passion. It's not my profession.
passion.
So I speak
Okay.
to many cancer people during the day, but
Mhm.
that's my passion. I that cannot be my profession for me.
Okay,
So
wonderful. So tell me, was they say that cancer is a psychosomatic disease and it has a lot to do with our thought process as well. So do you think your thought process also kind of contributed to it? Like, were you a little more negative earlier? Did you become more positive? Do you think there was an effect of your thought process as well?
yes, could be because in 2013 we lost a very young cousin brother. He was only 27, and all of a sudden he stopped breathing, and we lost him.
Uh-huh.
So that kind of sorrow, maybe it could have been. I mean, the lump could have been triggered because it's the heart area, the heart chakra.
Right.
So, but I keep on, kind of hearing voices from him. Don't blame this on me. So
Okay.
I don't know if it was that. But
Okay.
as I said, that time we were completely shattered. We were very broken, and I was the one. I felt that I had to be strong, and I could not show my emotions much. I could not express myself because for my aunt and my mother, I had to be very strong.
Right.
So could
Right.
be that I had bottled all the sorrow in, and maybe yes, and I truly, truly believe mind is the real healer, because
Right.
how we feel, we think, and the emotions are so very important. And
Right.
that is because even if somebody is drinking carrot juice and eating raw food but feeling miserable the whole time,
Won't
that
work.
oh my god, I have to eat this, that's not going to work.
Going to work.
So
Right.
you have
But
to.
I'm just realizing, Nisha, it's outstanding that you saw death so closely and still you fought it. I mean, you kind of it's just outstanding that you went with the right way. Like was there any I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how did you decide to go to the right way in spite of seeing death so closely, very closely initially, and then the doctor telling you. Like that's how much power knowledge and awareness can get, right?
Yes, in fact, for me, I realized that because I saw that death so closely,
Mm-hmm.
that's why maybe I could take this decision, because I knew death is a reality, it can happen, and it is a cycle, it's birth and life
Right.
and death.
Of
So
course.
when the death diagnosis has come to me and they are saying that, okay, you're going to die, it didn't frighten me because I know it's a part and parcel of life. But
Okay. So it kind of
that's
worked the other way around.
yes.
Kind
So
of.
it
Okay.
didn't scare me. That's maybe one of the reasons.
So tell me, how was Nisha before the cancer and then Nisha after the cancer, like your daily routine? Like how did it change? You just said some time ago that it's your habits. Don't focus on the disease, focus on the habits. So how did the habits of Nisha before the cancer and Nisha after the cancer change?
Um, habits, as I said, my lifestyle. I mean, yes, exercise was very much earlier also part of
Right.
my lifestyle,
Right.
but my diet was pretty bad. I mean, I used to think it was good. I used to have the eggs and the chicken and everything. So for me, I used to think that was good, but and that also I used to think I'm cooking it the healthily way, and I used to have a lot of salads and all that then also. But I now know, like that day recently we went to see a Ganesh darshan in somebody's house, and they had that in the mud. They had grown sprouts and leaves had come out of it. I said, "What are you going to do with that?" So these microgreens basically.
Yeah.
She's saying, "No, we're just going to put it in the water." I said, "Oh my God, you can eat that! It's so yummy." So my friends are saying, "Nisha, I mean, see the difference. What you were
Yeah.
5 years back. I mean,
Wow.
you wouldn't even look at it, and now you want to eat that."
Yeah.
So that's the change, I should say, primary change which has come automatically. I feel so connected, and I love to eat. I mean, I used to drink the Karela juice. I was juicing a lot. I used to drink 6 glasses of carrot juice, papaya leaf juice, Karela juice, wheatgrass juice. But I used to be drinking the Karela juice, and nobody would. They used to think it's something very delicious. What am I drinking?
Okay, all right. Because
Ah,
because of your expressions, probably you
oh
enjoy
yes,
that. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So
What about your mindset? How did that change? I
as
mean,
I said, I felt that this has become like a mission for me. So
mm,
this is something I honestly felt God has given it to me for a
mhm.
purpose.
So like
That
you're the chosen one.
I don't know. I had
Okay.
got this message from one of the a nutritionist when before I met Sharan. I was looking for a nutritionist, and she had actually fired me left and right. She had said that you think you're so great. You think you are. I mean, she basically called me egoistic and very selfish. That I
Really?
think I can heal myself,
Uh-huh.
and so that's what but I didn't know. I actually kept on talking to God, and I kept on asking, show me the right way. I don't want to know anything, just show me the right way. So
Right.
I feel God blessed me by showing the right way.
I
And if
think
I keep,
that's probably because Nisha, you asked the right question.
could
Show
be,
me
yeah.
the right way. You've asked him and he showed you. Wonderful, wonderful. Because I this show me the right way has changed my life a lot. So I can really resonate with what you're saying. Sorry, go on. So
So after that, I feel that I don't know whether I'm not definitely the chosen one. It's not. I mean, it's something God wants to me to tell to the world.
mhm,
Because if I'm healed, I'm sure there are many others like me.
of course,
I'm sure of it. So very sure of it. But unless and until we come out and speak about it, how will the world know?
absolutely.
So that is the reason I have to speak. I have to come out, even though public speaking is something I really don't
I know
enjoy.
you told me, but you're doing really well, trust me. You're doing very well. So,
So,
yes, so were you, I remember when I was speaking to you the other day, you said you've become very much more compassionate as well. That was a big change you noticed in yourself as far as animals were concerned. Could
oh
you tell
yes.
us a little bit about that?
See, earlier, I think so. See, I'm a Bengali, so there was a lot of fish eating and a lot of, obviously non-veg stuff. So I used to, at that time, I used to, of course, be tempted and all. But after, I mean, the minute I decided and the minute all this knowledge and information came to me, in one day, of course, I stopped non-veg. Not only me, my husband stopped, my Devrani stopped. We don't cook non-veg at home at all. So for me, compassion, like the minute anybody talks about a tandoori chicken or a leg of a tandoori chicken, I feel as if my leg is getting pulled, and I feel that the pain which they are feeling, I feel it too. In fact, somebody that he was talking about a fish fry, I could see the fish swimming and somebody just catching it and cutting it. So I would not connect that way earlier, but now I
Right,
do connect.
right.
And even with dogs, I used to be terrified of dogs. Now I have 2 dogs at home.
Oh my God. Wow. See how
Two
life
adopted
changes.
dogs.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's how the connection automatically happens. And when you leave yourself and just go to Mother Nature and just let go, automatically Mother Nature, I feel, just shows you the way. Becomes
Absolutely. Yeah.
very easy.
Surrender. Surrender.
Surrender, surrender. True.
Surrender is the key. All right. So tell me, how do you help others now?
Basically, I think so. What I do is, whoever I meet, I go and try and just just put my story in few words, and I tell them that this is what has happened to me. and maybe somebody or through someone always reaches out, okay, इनको भी cancer है, इनको भी heal करना है. So
Mhm.
we have these WhatsApp groups of called natural healers. Anybody who wants to heal from cancer naturally
Mhm.
connects with me. I send them the guidelines and we add it to the group. So basically it's just a support group of anybody who wants any kind of information or knowledge or just support, that
Mhm.
yes, we are there. Because this had happened for me also when I was uh, I chose the natural way, so I found a group on Facebook called Breast Cancer Alternatives. So it
Mhm.
was very nice to see so many people doing it. It's, you
Right,
don't feel alone, you feel great, then you're connected with so many and all are doing the same thing what you're doing. So
right.
that was very helpful. So I said, why not, let me try that. And it was just few people in the beginning, and now we have two groups.
Mhm.
So many people do connect, and there are many who are doing conventional and natural together. Some are doing only natural, some are doing natural now because the conventional didn't work. So we
Right,
have all kinds. And but
right.
mostly I tell anybody that you have to follow, the food has to be the foundation, or
Right.
whatever you might be doing, that
Right.
has to be the foundation. You cannot expect alternate medicine or conventional medicine to
To
work
work.
if you don't follow the diet.
Yeah.
So
So diet and the mindset. I think both, as you said, are
definitely,
very,
yes,
very
yes.
important.
That is
So
also food. So
yes,
thoughts
yeah,
are
food for the
food,
mind.
emotions, yes, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, if cancer can be healed, which is like kind of the ultimate as far as disease is concerned right now, it's like the biggest signal that the body is giving you that, you know, take care of me, wake me up. Then anything can be healed,
Of
like things
course.
like diabetes, blood pressure, thyroid, PCOD, migraine, whatever the issues, skin
Hmm.
issues can easily be healed, isn't it?
Diabetes, I think, so is the most easy to
Easy.
heal.
Yeah.
And
Hypertension. Yeah.
hypertension, everything. I mean, as I said, cancer is the most scary word for anybody. If
Absolutely.
that
Yeah.
can be healed, so
So,
everything else is very, very easily can be healed. But
and we also know now that the right food, as you said, eating and in our thoughts can be a beautiful health insurance because we'll never
true.
get there, right?
Hmm,
We
hmm.
won't get there. So I hope whoever is, I mean, I hope all of us over here are in health. But if you're not, or we can ensure that we'll always remain in health by just following, as Nisha says, the right kind of food and the right kind of thoughts that go into our mind. Wonderful. So, Nisha, tell me now. So, what is your diet like? What is your routine like? Your day-to-day routine now? Like, do you get up early? Do you sleep? Is that also makes a big difference?
Yes, I try to sleep as early as possible, but usually before 11, it's not happening for me. So, and then I get up by quarter to 7, 7.
Mhm.
And now, because I've become a naturopath and I follow nature cure lifestyle, so my diet has slightly varied from the whole food plant based as recommended by Sharan. So,
Mhm.
I have a diluted vegetable juice.
Mhm.
I exercise first thing. I do my running. I love to run. So I run and then I do my yoga and all the stretches and pranayam and all that. Come back, I have my diluted vegetable juice.
Mhm.
And then I have, after around 1.5 or 2 hours, I will have one kind of fruit. So whatever is the fruit, suppose it's banana, then I can have 3 to 4 bananas. But yes, the method of eating or drinking is different, is basically chew your liquids and
Mhm.
drink your solid. So I have to chew it well, mix it with the saliva, and then have it. And then my lunch is raw salad. I
Mhm.
love that salad. I mean, I just wait. I know this is the main meal of the day. This is the main medicine. So I
Right.
have the raw salad. And evening, I have the cooked meal, which is cooked in a whole food plant-based way.
It's
It's
oil-free and everything. They oil-free,
yes,
they
yes, yes.
yeah,
I
whole
don't even have cashews and peanuts at all
nuts. Okay.
because I follow Chris Beat Cancer. So he had avoided those two because he said it can cause fungus in the body. So I avoid those two. So
Okay.
basically, I don't have any kind of nuts. So
Right.
no nuts. And I all my food is all everybody whole family's food is cooked the same way. It's not cooked separately for me, and
Mhm.
it's cooked in earthen vessels.
Okay. All right.
So
So as much natural as possible.
as much natural as possible.
Yeah.
And it's also for me, since I work, I don't I come home in the evening and I have my cooked meal, so it's stored also for me in earthen vessels, small earthen vessels. I
Okay.
don't reheat them.
Right.
And that's the evening meal I
Oh,
have by
basically
6:30.
one cooked meal a day is what
One
you're
cooked
having.
meal.
And
I
do you,
don't mix the raw and cooked.
and you don't mix the raw and cooked. Okay. And do you do any intermittent fasting or anything like that?
Um, I'll be fast. See, by 7:30 is my last meal, and the first dry, I mean the diluted vegetable juice, I will be having by 9:30. So
Okay.
it is around 14 hours or so of fasting.
Anyway, right, right.
Yes,
Oh.
and once a week, every Monday, that is Sunday, 8 o'clock will be my last meal,
Mm-hmm.
and I have the whole Monday is my dry fast,
Okay.
and the first meal I have is on Tuesday morning.
Oh, so Monday you don't have anything. Like give
No,
the
so
whole
it's
body a break.
yes, so 36 hours of dry fasting. I look forward to Mondays.
Oh,
So
really? Okay.
because you are detoxifying
Right.
completely.
Cleansing completely.
Hmm,
So obviously you didn't put on any weight.
hmm.
No. Did you lose any weight?
Yes, I think so initially. And as I said, don't check your body. So I don't even check my weight.
Okay.
But my old clothes and everything still fits me. So I guess I'm still the same.
Okay. So before we start taking questions, I just want you to speak about this Awaken India movement that you're a part of. Could you tell us what is the Awaken India movement all about?
Okay, Awaken India movement is basically a group of people all over India who have come together, and we are opposing the mandates, all kind of mandates, the vaccine mandates, the mask mandates, the lockdown, the testing. So we are also backed with a very good group of lawyers, even Colin Gonsalves, sir, who is a Supreme Court lawyer, even Advocate Prashant Bhushan, we are connected to him, and IBA, that is Indian Bar Association, Nilesh Ojha ji. Many allopaths, many doctors are with us. So I think so. Dr. Nandita Shah also has attended few of our meetings. So
Right.
basically, we are trying to create awareness that about the vaccines and about what can be the ingredients in the vaccine. And anybody who's looking for any kind of support with these mandates, we are helping them with all the legal work. We have also filed two PILs in the Supreme Court, two PILs, one through Prashant Bhushan ji, that was kind of, we gave little information to him, and Colin Gonsalves sir, and also in Mumbai High Court
Mm.
against the trains, the vaccine mandates in the trains, and all the testing and a lot of the vaccines. So two PILs in the Mumbai High Court also. We have not yet got the dates, and it's getting postponed because it was in May 21, and this was the Mumbai one was in July 21. But that's what we are all about. Anybody can look up what we are in awakenindiamovement.com is our website, and can
So
reach
the,
us out to us.
Mhm. So your entire family is not vaccinated.
No,
No. So basically, again, your mother nature is our vaccine.
right.
Correct?
Food, fruits, vegetables, salads. That's the real vaccine. You don't need anything
Absolutely.
else.
Absolutely. So you have not had any COVID issue or anything at all in your family.
Never worn a mask. Entire, I used to go and meet all the COVID patients, supposedly COVID patients, but never done any kind of social distancing, hugged people,
Mm.
never worn any mask, nothing. And I've not even paid fines because I have the correct documents to carry with me.
Okay. Fine.
So we don't pay fines. And so it's because, see, it's all about the terrain. We know that our terrain is strong. So it's not
Correct.
going to, and there's no fear. And it's
Absolutely. Yeah.
such a joy to live a life without fear.
I know, Nisha, I can imagine. I can imagine. I'm sure the doctors are not too happy to listen to this, but I'm sure they also want everyone to be healed. I mean, inside we are all compassionate, empathetic people. It's just that, we don't know the knowledge. The knowledge and the awareness is the key. So, wonderful, wonderful. So glad to hear all this. So I have a few questions now from our audience. Dr. Suman has kindly sent them to me. So, okay, there's a question is how do smoothies bring down cholesterol? Is there any connection? Or how do smoothies or let's say fruits or juices work?
See, cholesterol will only come from animal product. A plant product does not have cholesterols. We humans also create our own cholesterol. So
Mhm.
there's no way a smoothie and all or any kind of fruit will increase the cholesterol. So obviously, when you're having anything containing an animal product, you will have the issue of cholesterol. But once you stop and you're automatically having green smoothies or greens and fruits, so the cholesterol will come down because you're no longer having any animal products. So that's how it works, basically.
Right. And I guess, Nisha, fiber is the key. When we're having a lot of smoothies and salads and fruits, it's the fiber which is cleansing everything, right? It's like our internal cleanser. So wonderful. Ketki is asking, where did you learn nature cure?
Naturopathy, I first learned naturopathy. It was a diploma 1 year classroom course. It was in a CEDP is the course. I mean, is the institute in Thane.
Mhm.
So Central Education Board or something like that. I don't know the full name. CEDP.
CEDP.
C for cat.
Cat, yeah. Cat.
CEDP is the
Okay.
course which I did it from there.
Okay.
And the certificate I got from Delhi, it's a government recognized course which I did. And Nature Cure, I have learned from Dr. Arun Sharma.
Mm-hmm.
He's 80 years and he is the grandson of Acharya Lakshman Sharma, who is known as the father of Nature Cure in India. So
Okay.
I learned Nature Cure from him.
Okay. Pallavi is asking, can the fourth stage breast cancer be cured naturally?
See, if you go up to Chris Beat Cancer's website, you will see many, many, many testimonials of third stage, fourth stage. Chris himself was having third stage colon cancer.
Okay.
So there are many testimonials up on his website. In India, I'm sure there are many people, but not many people come up and speak about it.
Right.
So you can go up and look up, one can look up the testimonials given on his website. There are real people talking about fourth stage cancer healing, lung cancer, brain cancer, all sorts of cancers. People have gone on juicing alone. Gerson therapy is only about juicing. So all this does work. This really does work when you're giving the right nutrients to your body. See, the focus should not be on curing any kind of disease. Focus should only be on improving health. When the
Absolutely.
focus is on improving health, automatically the disease disappears. There's
Right.
no need, there's no space for the disease.
Yeah, like they say, the dis-ease is you are not at ease. So basically, you have to focus on getting back at ease and just putting the right food. So I would just Vishwanath is also asking, will Sharan be having any programs for cancer patients? We do have on and off, and we also have consultations happening for cancer. Dr. Nandita herself does consultations as well, so you can always get into that as well. Rajesh is asking guidance with regard to gut health, having severe gastritis. I think, Nisha, if any cancer can be healed, then gastritis or gut health, the flora and everything will get
Diet,
with the
yes, it
right.
is.
Again, coming back to that. Seema is asking, do you take any anema?
Yes. See, initially, anema was for me very, very unnatural, and it's something I could not understand. When I'm going on the natural path, I could not understand about anema. So while doing the naturopathy course, that's when I asked my the teacher who was teaching us. She's an Ayurvedic doctor. So she said, "See, anything and everything is always related to our gut, and the closest to the gut is the anal canal. So
Hmm.
whenever you are doing anything, it will take time." So that's when I learned about enema there. When I learned Nature Cure from Dr. Arun Sharma, enema is a very kind of a violent process because it's taking 1 liter of water and you insert it in the anal canal and it's flushing your intestine, because it's all about the waste, which if it's accumulated in your body, that's when all the so-called ailments begin. So, but then when I learned Nature Cure, it is all about tonic enema. So it's not enema as such, it is just tona. It is only 100, 150 or 200 to 250 ml maximum water, and it is to be used as a therapy, not to be used as a lifestyle. So in the very beginning, it has to be done 15 days, morning, evening, then reduced to once a day for a week. Then it has to be reduced further to alternate days, then reduced even to twice a week. And then last, it remains once a week. Now that once a week remains lifetime. And if you do it on the day of your fasting, so you're already detoxifying, and then you take the tonic enema, so your intestines are all clean. So you're completely clean of any waste in the body.
But
So
Nisha,
that's
if you're not adding waste by not eating what is, basically not eating what is wrong, we still have to continue doing that.
see, as I said, I follow the Nature Cure lifestyle. So I like to do it on that day, because see, we are not living in a very, very natural environment. There is radiation, there is pollution all around us, even though I'm eating 100% organic,
Organic,
but
yes.
I don't really know,
Mm.
because obviously I'm not growing it. So
Right.
whatever waste, if there is any accumulation of any kind of waste, so
Mm-hmm.
then it's cleared from your body.
Okay. Nisha, Pooja is asking, what was your cancer stage? Which stage were you on?
See, I didn't go for any PET scan. In the biopsy, I knew it was grade 2, but I don't know the stage, because only the stage you come to know in a PET scan. So
Mm-hmm.
once I learned about PET scan, it's basically radioactive sugar being injected in your body. Radiation, I know, causes cancer. There, I was not going in for any kind of those tests, so I don't know the stage.
Okay. Bimdesh is saying his wife has got breast carcinoma. 6 cycles of chemo have been taken. Can he still go in for a natural cure?
Why not? Of course. So, I mean, even see, this is all about gaining health. When the focus has to be on health, not on any kind of, as I said, not on the diagnosis. Even
Hmm.
a person who's completely bedridden will have some kind of percentage of health in them. So the
Hmm.
focus has to be, how do I improve health? Anything and everything you do has, the question has to be, will this improve my health? If
Hmm.
yes, then of course go in for that.
Okay.
So natural is a, I mean, the way, that's the only way, the diet and the natural elements. See, I speak about Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, Prithvi, that is basically fasting,
5 elements.
exercise, and pranayam and sunbathing. That's what I do my whole life. I mean, morning, my routine is that I do a lot of sunbathing and all. So that is, everything is related to improving our health.
Correct.
So
Correct. Yeah.
you
So
can.
basically, the focus can be, I mean, it's once you set your mind to it and you dedicate and surrender yourself, magic can happen, miracles can happen. Actually, it's
And
not a
it
magic or miracle. It's just that we are not walking the right path, isn't it?
and it becomes very easy. That's when you realize that you don't have to do much. You
Hmm.
really have to just follow this, and I mean, it becomes so simpler than going through all that. For me, this, as I learned about this became so much easier. And people used to say, "Oh my God, you have a lot of willpower." For me, I feel I'm blessed. There was no desire left for that kind of food.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely right. So you don't miss it, you don't
At all,
crave
at all,
it.
not at all. From that day when I left, as I said, to my friends were saying, I was looking at the microgreens and I was, oh my God, I can eat that. So
Right.
I, there's nothing, no, that's, I consider myself truly, truly blessed, because there's no desire left.
Uh, um, Dr. Pooja is asking, were you into meditation as well?
Yeah, see, meditation, I honestly try and do, but I am not very good at it. It's not a really dedicated protocol as such for me. I,
Mhm.
after the pranayam, I do close my eyes. I try to focus on my breathing, but I also feel meditation is practice of how you are going to live in reality. So what you're doing, meditating, and you are practicing, is what you're going to actually live your life all about. So
Right.
how I'm living my life is also basically kind of a meditation for me.
Yeah. Basically,
So,
being aware. Meditation is just being aware and in the present moment.
mm.
That's it, right? I mean, that's, I
And
guess.
I feel life throws situations at you, and every time you realize you have a choice
Hmm.
of the right or the wrong path. And every time you get that choice, once you just stand and take a pause and you realize, you know which path you have to go. So that is all. I feel, maybe yes, I do meditate, but not as
Not,
okay, I spend 1 hour or something. I don't do that way.
do you do affirmations and gratitude as well?
Yes, yes. Uh, not the prescribed in a prescribed manner, but I do keep repeating this mantra. It's a mantra for me. I am full of health. So this is something I keep repeating. Whatever, see, we are human beings. Negative thoughts, fears, doubts will come. That's
Correct. Correct.
natural. We are not God as yet. So let us only, I mean, even if those negative thoughts come, I don't focus on them. It's, since it's I am in charge of my mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. So I can just mentally take a duster, wipe it out, and replace it with three positive thoughts. So if anything comes also, I just keep repeating, I'm full of health. I'm full of health. So that's like a mantra. Yes. So affirmations, very important part.
So Nisha, after changing your diet, I'm sure you've never got any fever, any cold, any cough, the basics, usual things that people get. Must have.
Yeah, see, fever, cold cough, cold cough and fever is good actually because you're throwing out or you're
Hmm.
detoxifying. So
Hmm.
even if I don't remember getting a fever, but yes, cold cough I sometimes do get if I'm going out in a polluted environment and all, it's
Right.
not in my hands. And
Right.
we are living in a city like Mumbai, there is pollution, there is radiation. So
Right.
if my body wants to detoxify, and I said, as I said, I fast every Monday, so anyway I'm detoxifying. So
Right.
if I get cold cough fever, I'm delighted.
Oh,
I'm very happy that my body wants to detoxify. If I get any kind of loose motions, I'm thrilled that my body is strong enough to
clean,
detoxify.
clean. Right.
It's just throwing out the toxins. And
So
I
you don't
just
take any
fast.
medicines,
No,
nothing.
no, no, no,
Okay.
not at all. Nothing,
I
not
think
even
yeah.
natural medicines. No.
So I think medicines will interrupt the cleansing, isn't it?
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I
Right.
don't even take natural medicines. Better to fast for a day and
Correct.
help the body
Heal.
detoxify even further.
Yeah.
Right.
So Ashutosh is asking, what do you do when you have to go to a party or a marriage function? Like, what do you do then?
See, mostly as I said, I eat my own meals early. If it's a dinner party or something, my friends, everybody knows I don't eat out at all.
Hmm.
And
Oh, so you
wherever
don't eat in restaurants or anything at all?
no, I don't. I
No,
eat out twice a year. Of course, now because we are not going out, otherwise I do go out for vacations and all.
of
But
course.
otherwise, on my birthday and anniversary is the two times I go. And Earth Cafe is a place in Mumbai which they know how to cook for me, the Sharan style, as they say. So
Yes.
it's without oil, and it's for me. It's even without gluten and without cashews.
Correct.
So they
Right.
have to make the cheese with coconut. Oh no, with
Chickpeas.
potato
Potato, huh?
with
Yes. The
potato.
potato.
Yeah, they
Right.
make
Right.
cheese that way. And so I look forward. Okay, yes, twice a year I'm going to eat out. As I said, I'm blessed with a very good cook.
Mhm.
And if I have to go out during the lunchtime, I carry my salad, I carry my meals happily and eat it. So if dinner, then I will carry my food if required. My friends will want to eat my food. So
And
I've gone
wedding,
for pick.
and wedding, wedding, you eat and go. Basically.
Yes, and picnics also I go,
Mhm.
and if it's overnight picnic also I go with my friends so that I might tell the rest of the hotel people that this is what I want because it's very easy to cook because
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
a big deal at all. It's just that the
Absolutely.
oil has to be taken out and very very simple. So they cook for me fresh and they bring and everybody enjoys eating that.
Okay. So usually, we connect food with social life. So basically, your social life will not get affected, right?
Not at all, not at all.
In fact, you may inspire others to get healthy.
Yes,
Yeah. That's
many of my
okay.
friends have turned vegan. So
Lovely.
that is
Lovely.
who
Wonderful.
were non-vegetarians earlier have not only turned vegetarian, they've turned vegan.
Wonderful. So tell me, Nisha, if you were to describe cancer in one word, what would that be?
For me, as I said, it's a blessing. I can only think of the word blessing because when anybody is faced with a cancer diagnosis, it's scary. People think of it as a death sentence and whatnot. Especially with the cancer diagnosis, it's been that you have to do this, otherwise you're 5 years and all those sentences are given. Not with heart ailments, not with diabetes, but yes, with cancer one does get. So once if somebody starts thinking, no, this has come to my life as a blessing. Now, how is it a blessing? How can it be a blessing? And then one starts rethinking, a lot of openings come out, a lot of ways come out. So many. As I said, yes, I did take naturopathy medicines, I did take homeopathy medicines, but food is the real foundation. So there is Ayurveda, there is Unani, there's Tibetan medicine, there is Chinese traditional medicine. There's so much one can do, but food has to be the main. One cannot think that they can continue eating the way they were and then take in whatever natural or conventional medicine. So
Doesn't work. It doesn't work. Correct. Right. So it's actually very simple. Go
very,
natural.
very, very simple.
Go natural.
Very simple.
Actually, we only complicate our life, right?
We overthink actually. We
Yeah.
overthink so much. So that's why I've written down quite a few points that, these are the 12 pointers one should follow.
Please
So,
tell us if you remember. I mean, a few of them, if not all.
few of them, as I said, research, research, research. One is I
Yeah,
can remember.
that's
So
the
important.
foundation, right?
Yes,
That gives you
yes.
the power and the strength, right?
Hmm.
Wonderful.
And
Yeah.
listen to your own gut instinct because your gut is usually right. What you are being I mean, once you always know what is right. So that is something you can easily distinguish. If somebody is telling you, even if there are so many people who come with this stage cancer. I don't want to one shouldn't label oneself. Okay, this is the stage, and this is, oh my God, only few so many days to live. That's not the way. So take charge of your health. And the world's best healer is nobody else but you yourself. So
Absolutely.
once one takes charge, there's nothing, one person has to declare, yes, I'm healthy, how can I be more healthy? Once
Correct.
that questioning comes, that we have to be more healthy, and keeping oneself busy is very important. Because if you keep thinking, that can be so draining. And then you all the time thinking especially with the cancer diagnosis, yes, there is a lot of stress and there is a lot of fear in the mind. So once one just surrenders, as you said, and follows the right path, it can be very, very simple and
True.
lovely. You don't have to leave everything. And I feel you should keep working if one is working, or engage in good activities where
Correct.
you can help others.
Correct. Keep your
So
mind occupied in a productive manner, basically.
right.
Right.
Hmm.
And which you're doing amazingly with helping cancer patients, or I wouldn't say cancer patients, cancer, what should I say,
Warriors.
warriors, thrivers, and with the Awaken India movement, and you're working, taking care of your family, your home. So you're so productively occupied that there's no space, so much space for negative thinking also to come in. So yes, that was beautiful what you said, to keep yourself busy. Nisha, it's been a real pleasure speaking with you, and I'm sure a lot of us, including me, feel that if you can do it, anyone else can do it, and so
Yes.
can I. And I hope that everyone listening to us today never reaches this stage and takes care of themselves much before. And it's super easy, and it's super fun, and it's super delicious too.
Yes, yes. Super
Actually,
delicious, my God.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, thank you so much, Nisha. I just want to take a minute and share our upcoming free events. All our events are designed to build a culture of health. That's what Sharan is doing also, day in and day out, trying to bring awareness, which Nisha, as so beautifully pointed out, is the key which will give you the confidence to stay on track and stay on this path. Wishing you all, from Team Sharan and from Nisha, I'm sure, great health always. Nisha, any parting notes before we close for today?
Yes, I just want everybody to understand that it's really very important for each one of us to take charge of our own health. So that is the way we can, build health, build. So we have to understand we are not going to be going against the pharma industry, but we are going to talk only about health and feel healthy ourselves and create an environment of health that we don't fall sick anymore. So
Beautiful. Beautiful. So take charge of your health, guys, because health is our only real wealth. Remember, and food, what you put inside your mind and what you put inside your mouth. That's it. It cannot get simpler than that. Thank you. Bye,
thank
Nisha.
you. Bye
Thank, love
bye.
you all. Thank you so much.